Welcome back to the Q. It's the 2014 MAC basketball tournament. The men's tonight, number 4 Akron Zips versus the number 5 Ohio Bobcats. These two teams met earlier in the season twice. The first time in Ohio, the Zips managed to come away with an 83-80 lead. Victory in double overtime. Later on in the season, they played at Akron, and Ohio came up on top, 66-50. Ben, what can we learn from those games?
Field goal percentage was the key factor in the win. You know, the Zips shot 44%, and they were also 60% from the three-point line. Now, we go to the second game. The Zips shot 26% in the second game compared to the Bobcats' 54%. We also were 5 of 21 from three-point land, only shooting 23%. We only had 4 assists too, and to their 16. And in the first game we played them, it was 10 assists Zips, 8 assists Bobcats. So a lot of stat discrepancy there between the two games.
Do you think there was a missing link between the two games?
I believe there was a missing link. And to me, that missing link was Jake Kretzer. Jake Kretzer played in that first game. He was 3 for 4 shooting the three. Again, in that first game, they shot 44% from the three-point land. They were 9 of 15, or they shot 60% from three-point land. They shot 44% altogether, which is considerable enough to their 26% in the second game. I believe Jake Kretzer in there adds that other dimension, that other shooter that they need to facilitate the ball, to pass the ball. With him in there, 10 assists. With him out of there, 4 assists.
For those who don't know, Kretzer actually missed the last couple of games in the regular season due to a concussion. We see he is dressed, he is on the floor. We do not have confirmation whether or not he's going to play in tonight's game. It definitely does make a big difference, it seems, in the offense. Akron, for them, they were 20-11 this season. They finished 12-6 in the MAC, second place in the East. This is Coach Keith Dambrod's 10th year. They've made their 7th straight appearances in a MAC title game. They have 8 straight 22-win game, 9 straight 20-win seasons. What can we see out of Akron tonight?
You're going to see, in my opinion, they got 2 guys who need to dominate and try to facilitate this game. That's Demetrius Treadwell and Quincy Diggs. Demetrius Treadwell is a beast on the glass. He averages 8.7 rebounds a game, and he's also averaging 14.7 points per game. Quincy Diggs, 12.2 points per game. They need these 2 guys to come in here and have great games.
On the other side of the ball, Ohio last night beat Miami 63-55. They beat Miami for the third time in the season, which is tough to do. They are 22-10 overall, 11-7 in the MAC. They finished second in the West Division. The one thing I did notice about them is, of the first 6 seeds in this tournament, they played the toughest schedule. They were the only team that, of the top 6 teams, that played a schedule that their opponents are over 500.
Wow.
Something you could tell me about the Bobcats.
They have 3 guys that shoot the lights out of a building. John Smith, he's a down low post player. He shoots 64% from the field. Maurice Endor, 50% from the field. And Nick Kellogg, 45% from the field. The one player I named there who must be stopped tonight, at least in my opinion, for the Zips to come out of this with a win is Nick Kellogg. Nick Kellogg is shooting 39% from three-point land. He's a shooter.
He was big in last night's victory over Miami. Let me ask you, last minute, give me a prediction for tonight.
I think what's going to happen is, I think Treadwell, pound the glass. Quincy's going to put up points. Quincy Diggs has to be consistent. Treadwell's going to play his game. If Kretzer plays, come in there, maybe get a nice 3. I think Akron's going to come out of this with a 5-point win.
All right. I think Tree's going to have a monster game. He's been here. This isn't his first dance. I think he's going to have a huge game. The guys will follow behind him. I say 63-61 Akron.
Again, gotta stop Nick Kellogg. He's Ohio University's all-time three-point shooter. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with. If you slow him down, you should be able to handle the Bobcats. My matchup tonight, Demetrius Treadwell versus John Smith down low. Two guys that pound the glass, 64% from the field, John Smith. That's going to be a battle to watch tonight. Both bigs, love to pound the glass, love to grab rebounds.
Sounds good. Well, if you can hear it in the background, it's almost tip time. So thank you for joining us on the WZIP podcast from the MAC tournament. We will have a post-game report later on.